Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this live stream. I hope everyone is really doing well. And well, guys. I hope you guys had a really nice weekend. And yes, I had a very nice weekend. The BTC plan over the weekend played very nicely. I posted in my corner that exactly kind of expecting for BTC. Just were bounced from 886, pumped up to the equilibrium, jumped from there to 22.5 to 22.8 levels, and bounced right. I very vocal about it. 25 to 22. Even if for a bounce. No, not sure that that level is going to give you a big bounce or it's just going to be like all levels, guys. But definitely that was the levels for anyone. Not me, but any trader would love to have those levels for a bounce. Played very nicely, guys. Also, if you remember, I also discussed about Phil, the coin that I was just simply looking for some sort of a nice move. What did I mention? Uh, Flip this levels, it's gonna pump. Use this levels, it's gonna pump, and that's it. We rejected these highs. It was out over there and double top kind of a pattern. It dumped. Very nice play. Now, before we deep dive into the hard-term time frame for BTC, ETH, and for crypto market cap, let's first deep dive into the lower term the Bitcoin chart that I and I'm just going to hide this fixed range. So the BTC over the weekend it was just chopping around into 3% move. Honest, you know, uh, if you just played it, fine. It was a very nice range. Very interesting thing you should understand about Bybit, Bybit and CA. They both did not ice versus Binance, Coinbase, and a lot of other exchanges swept the highs. It's a little bit problematic for and which gives a lot and lot of mixed kind of feelings at what exactly what kind of what exactly the price of BTC actually honestly if you ask me. um let's 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 try and understand what a kind of the what kind of a the wave counts we are into and what kind of a price action we can expect going forward for BTC. So if you look at here, I've already posted in Twitter in the morning. I have two possible scenarios for BTC. Voice. What exactly the voice issue? Can please one is it fine now? Is my voice audible properly? I've changed it. Everybody is facing the same issue or so that I'll just change up my mic. I'm gonna take 2 minutes. Problem. Just give me a moment. Give me 2 minutes. I'm just gonna change my mic. I'm currently using Oya PM. Let me just change as side. Just give me 2 minutes. Hello, guys. Am I audible now? Is it fine? Are you guys able to hear me properly? Cool. Mm-hmm. Just confirm that the current mic is a proper, much better. Cool. Thank you so much, and sorry for inconvenience, guys. Um, Perfect. Thanks. Okay, so now let's deep dive into the analysis for BTC, guys. So first of all, if you look at the structure that we have here, just keep in mind two things, guys, that Bybit and BTC CME chart, they both did not sweep the highs. You look at the CME, the Bybit chart, it almost looks like a double top. The highs was 25,296. Over here, the highs was 25,295. It did not sweep the highs. And that makes me very anxious whether this move was there are two possibilities whether this was a truncated wave 5 or this was wave B. So what is this is something which is going to figure it out from the CME chart. So that is first thing you need to understand. Second thing you need to keep in mind is we are literally, the month end closing for February is coming. So tomorrow is the month end closing, and for that you need to just forget every levels and just focus on the monthly levels, as well as the the weekly, and some major levels you need to focus on. Forget about the Monday ranges, or forget about the small ranges we are talking about. We are just talking about the monthly and weekly levels that we just wanted to eye for the monthly closing. Now let's tomorrow is the February closing. You have month closing. So what are some important levels we need to look for, guys? That is something we're just going to discuss at the end when we are going to take up the heart and time frame chart. So, uh, I think earlier, I'm not sure, but I think everybody is having is able to hear me properly. Might be some facing, might be your side might have some issues. I'm not sure. I'm extremely sorry for that. And let's go to the lower some time frame. For now, what I personally see is that if you look at the CME chart, there are two options that we have here. First of all, the CME, looks like a clean double top to me, and I don't see a five-wave structure. So practically what I see over here is some sort of a very interesting diagonal formation, and this might be you know uh, a very interesting diagonal formation that everybody might just miss it, and looks really great to me. And we have seen this kind of a move in the past. So this can be A, this is B, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You get one more deep down, yeah, looks like a one more dip on the downside, probably, which is going to test some interesting levels around 22,350. And even if you look at from the pips perspective, ladies and gentlemen, you would be very happy to know that those levels are perfectly aligned with the 1618 Fibonacci levels. So 22,350 practically. So you know I do think that the 22,350 is going to give us a very interesting bounce if we happen to do this kind of a diagonal. You look at the volume here, guys. Now I would have told you that the bottom is in, and we might be looking for an upside. Yes, the possibility for the local bottom. I'm not saying the big bottom. Local bottom is in, but after every dump, this sort of a big dump, you need another small dump with a low volume. This is where the bottom forms actually. Every time it happens, every damn time. Look at the big sell. What happened? This was a sell off. We get sideways and almost like a double bottom, and then we moved up. So what happens is, after this sort of a big sell off, you need another dump with low volume to form a big bullish divergence on the H1 and H4, and this is exactly where we start taking everyone out, take all the liquidity, and then pushes up towards 24,400 or so. So this is the first primary case I have for BTC. And once, let's say if this is A, B, and C, very bullish. But however, if this is a truncated wave 5 and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
The next move is going to be toppy move A, B, and C, retesting 24,330 to 24,404, 400, 430 levels. And from there, we're just going to start dumping more and more, something like this. So if it is ABC, guys, this is the bottom of something, and it's just going to fly like this one more time. However, if this move is, just one, two, three, four, and five, then we have a very good, bad case scenario that I'm personally looking for. If you remember, I posted on Twitter as well as on Watchwell group. You guys know it. We discussed two possible higher term time frame scenarios. I'm going to take it to those scenarios after we discuss the LTF. So this is the first case that we have here for on the lower some time frame. Alternatively, the bottom is in, and this is some sort of A, B, and C. That is a W. So your bottom is in. This is W. You look for buy the dip something like 23,165 to $23,000, and we look for a bounce towards 24,400 to 24,630, and after that, one more dip down towards 24,400. That is going to be your A, B, C, W, X, and ABCY, something like this. This is also very, very bullish, guys. This WXY clearly gonna tell us that the bottom for BTC is in on a hard time frame, and it's like buy the dip, because the next move on the BTC is going to take it towards like above 40K levels. That this is exactly what it means. If this is going to be going to give us some sort of a toppy move instead of a flash dump on the downside. However, we also have a very, very, very much alternative, bear case scenario. In case if you are looking for a clean ABC, guys, clean ABC. Okay, so the clean ABC scenario is going to be somewhere like this. This is A, this is B, one, two, three, four, and one more push up for the wave five. So practically you get a very interesting diagonal. This move is very, very least likely. I would say the probability of this playing out is less than 20%. So I'm just going to discard this for now, but this is something you should keep in mind. And hence, there are certain levels. Uh, there are certain levels that you should need to understand. So the first levels we're going to discuss is going to be the monthly. Okay, now let's go to talk about the lower time frame. This is the first thing I'm expecting for BTC. The second scenario is WXY. The bottom is in, a small push down like a double bottom towards 23,135, and push up towards 24,430, 24,630, going to give us a very interesting A, B, C, that is going to be our X. Another A, B, C, going to give us Y. W, X, and Y. So you have two cases over here. Okay, you have two cases on the lower sum time frame for BTC, guys. So that's what you have. Now, regarding the trades, I'm going to discuss what exactly we're going to trade and how are we going to trade on the Bybit. So, if you are new and if you would like to support my work, do trade on Bybit, create an account. The link is mentioned in the description, and give a thumbs up. Thank you. So, on the lower term time frame, I think if we can reclaim the weekly opens, we can get a nice scalp towards 24,335 from here itself. Why? Because if you look at the fibs, normally every time when we have the diagonal kind of a thing, this can be an alternative diagonal. Actually, if you really ask me, it's a very likely possibility that we might do something like this, a push up towards 24,300, a big short. If we do happen to get there, I'm going to short it, and we can look for one more move down like this. This can be one, two, three, four, and five, something like this. The what we discussed on the CME, a very similar kind of a move we can expect on Bybit as well. Okay, so that is the first thing. Your 24,300 is a very, very, very uh you know uh, very, 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 very much interesting, guys. 24,300 is a very big levels, guys. Yes, we do have HDF scenarios on BTC, and I'm going to discuss once I'm done with the lower term time frame. So once the weekly opens is reclaimed, we can look for 24,300. That's exactly the levels where I am going to short it with the stops above 24,900 with the take profit targets of then would be somewhere close to 22,000. you know, 350 levels to 22,150 levels. So that is what I'm eyeing for BTC on the lower term time frame. Further, if I expect, if I see, because if you look at from the 1 hour perspective here, just look at here. What you will see on the 1 hour is this is some sort of a one, two, or A, B, and C. Another A, B, one, two, reject weekly opens, one more wave down, and what would be the invalidation? I'm just going to I 786 and 886, ladies and gentlemen. That's exactly what you should eye. If this move is A, we're going to have A, B, and 5 waves down towards 22,800 long there with a tight stop loss under 20,700, and you should be eyeing at least minimum 24,357. Why? Because you might be seeing a very, very, very interesting harmonic like this. 86, and we're just going to eye here 786. This is how I would like to see. But if we do happen to get the 618, the perfect 618, that would be very interesting. Somewhere around 23,870. So right now, the things, everything depends on the weekly opens. Once the weekly opens is reclaim, you can definitely look for long scalp. However, if you don't, you can literally start have a short till 22,830, and just be quick in taking profit, guys. Don't play the swings right now. These are all scalps. You should just be scalping. Okay, no swings right now. Look at the RSI. What do we have here? RSI bouncing from the support. Also flip the MF14 right now. And what do we have here is can go for a one more push up, guys. Possibilities there. Why? Because this move can be one, two, three, four, and five. And you also have OB there. This is your breaker. That's a nice breaker that you have here. So the possibility of sweeping highs looks great actually. Mm, let's deep dive on 15 minutes and see what kind of A, B, A, B, C. You have to reject. This is weekly open. That's exactly where you should reject because it's a very interesting pennant. You flip these levels and it's just going to go, it's going to squeeze up, take everyone out. But I do think, the volume is looking interesting. If you look at here on the 15 minutes, but how I would like to see is I want to see something like this. This makes more sense to me actually on the lower some time frame M15. If you really ask me why, because uh, two reasons I have for it. So let's say this is how the triangle formation might take place. This is A, this is B, one, two, three, four, five, and that is going to be your big A, B, and then it should push up like this to sweep up high. This is how I would like to see, guys, honestly. But let's see how weekly opens flip. If it flips, we will long for sure. Let's talk about the USD dominance. The USD dominance, I shared the plan over the weekend that it's going to reject the breaker, and it's perfectly rejected on the breaker these levels. It rejected. Wanted it to hold these levels because the equilibrium is a strong, strong support, and I would like to see once it flips, it's just going to keep on pumping up like this, and that's exactly where our shorts are going to play for the BTC guys. I don't know. I think it should be a nice short. It should do something like this in my view. And why it should do? Because the structure it has. Uh, This seems to be like 1, ABC 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, one more push up is possible. Can be A. This can be irregular flat B. This is some sort of a 1, 2, 3, a triangle formation, and push up. If it gives me 23,800, I'm gonna short it for sure. And weekly opens, I'm gonna long here, a quick scalp towards 23,800, take profits, short it there, and ride it till 22,800. A, B, 1, 2, 3. Weekly opens is the levels we should be keeping an eye on, 23,548, guys. Flip these levels and we will take a quick scalp from those levels to 23,800. Take profits there, and we're just going to short it those levels with stops above 24,100 and take profit targets of 22,800, guys. That would be fire setup for BTC. Fill also looks good. Inverse head and shoulder looks good. The only problem I have is the daily, guys. Daily is not looking great for the fill. We'll see. Now let's go to the ETH. ETH, this was a very nice chart on ETH. I posted it in the corner in WhatsApp group. What I wanted to see is this move downside, move like this towards 1600 to 1583, one more push down. But it seems that, ETH is doing 1, 2, 3, 4, one more push up like this for the wave 5. And from there, it's going to do something like this ABC, a retest of 1600 bucks, and from there a push up towards $1,700. This is how I would like to see Ethereum, guys. So be cautious if you're literally looking to long ETH around current levels. Most likely I'm going to look for short scalp around 1659 to 1667 with invalidation above 1679. Okay, let's talk about BTC on the hard term time frame, guys. Hard term time frame, we have, we already discussed the harmonic that we have here. This is a very, very bearish harmonic that we have, which targets BTC minimum towards the neckline of 28,732. But I don't have the count that why it should, go that far. Actually, if you really ask me, I do have this harmonic, which is also very, very valid. And I don't have the confirmation yet that this harmonic can literally play out. Right now, what I'm focusing on the hard and time frame, I posted two views for BTC, guys. There are two possibilities for BTC right now. The move here is wave 1, 2. The downside move is wave 3, A, B, C. For wave 4, irregular flat. Okay, and a move down for last and final move down for the BTC breakdown towards 886 wave towards 11,800 to 10,800 bucks, and from there it starts reversing. This would also mean that BTC completes a major A, B, and 5 waves move down, and after that, you know what's gonna come. It's gonna be the big yeah, beginning of the big bull run. If this literally happens, there won't be any double bottom. There won't be anything. It's just going to be the big bull run. If it finishes the fifth wave, the way we are looking for. The alternative count is, let's say the move is A, B, and this is the local wave C. So if this is A, B, C, the next move is going to be another A, B, and C, which is going to take BTC towards 2022 702 fib to 2022 golden pocket zone around 25,700 to 38,471. So this is going to be ABCW, another ABCX, and from there we're going to have one more move down towards major support. That is going to be WXY, and that is how the bottom formation would happen. So, but what in my view is, if this movie happens, once this level is flipped as support, it is going to be very, very difficult for the bears to literally dump the market to $10,000. Honestly, it's just going to be the big FOMO in the market. Everybody is going to start FOMOing. A huge liquidity is going to create. So we only have two probabilities and possibilities for BTC. I don't have any third probabilities or possibilities, guys. It's just that this move is A, B, C. Okay. The question of whether the C wave is in or not is a different question. Right now, this is movies like A, B, C, irregular flat, and we have one more wave down like this. For the final wave gives us a huge bottom, wrecked everyone because a lot of people are holding longs from these levels, liquidate everyone, wreck them, and make just big pain for everyone. And once we get this kind of a dump, it's just going to form something like this, and this is how I think the market is going to reverse in a very big run. Why I think that the downside move is a possibility, because look at the 3 days chart. And the 3 days chart, if you look at the 3 days chart, what you're going to see is a very strong bear divergence has formed on the BTC, guys. This is the bear diversion you see on the BTC. The similar bear diversion was formed on BTC when we were at $69,000, and after that it just tanked. So I think if this 3 day bear diversion plays out, it's going to be very difficult. Look at what normalized MACD was when we were literally at $69,000. It was just having a death cross. A similar kind of death cross happened in the normalized MACD when we are having a bad divergence on the 3 day. And look at the stochastic. What happened is it start curling back down when we were literally topping out, having a bad divergence. A similar kind of curling back down is happening right now for the stochastic as well. So I just have to tell you that, yes, you should keep the bullish aim, but just don't forget the heart and time frame, guys. It's very complicated when you're looking for, because people are just focusing on the daily bullish cross that the BTC is having on the MA and EMA, but they are forgetting that it also has a weekly death cross on the weekly EMA. However, it's also going to form MA death cross in just maybe in a week or two time. Just look at this. People are just getting carried away with the bull cross, and they see that, oh my god, it's very bullish. Okay, this is the bull cross that you have already on the BTC, guys. It's a bullish cross. Okay, it's a golden cross. And also the MA, if you look at the MA, yeah, MA also had a golden cross on the BTC on the daily. But if you look at on the weekly perspective, it's very much something you need to be cautious about, because look at the weekly, the death cross has already happened on the EMA front. And if you look at the MA, it's very close, guys. Probably in a matter of 1 week or so, this death cross is going to happen. And once this death cross is confirmed, we just have to be slightly cautious. I would not say slightly, I would say very cautious, guys. Now this, either the weekly death cross is going to be the fake out, or the daily death cross is going to be the fake out. It just one of the death cross is going to invalidate. Okay, which one is a big question. According to me, the weekly death cross should play out, because the weekly time frames, the higher term time frame matters versus what the lower term time frame is. So logically, the weekly death cross should play out. Why? Because you also have 3 day bear divergence on the RSI. Stochastic is curling up, looks toppish, and also the normalized MACD is also having a death cross on the 3 days. So looks to me like the weekly death cross should play out, and whenever we have death cross, you can expect yeah, a downside move of minimum 25 to 38% move. So minimum 25% and max 30 to 40% move on the BTC if you're literally looking for the death cross. Now, so this is something you should not be forgetting it, guys. So the first plan that I mentioned is some sort of a 1 2 3 4 5 from the Eloit wave count perspective. If that is the case, then BTC is going to have one more move down like this. However, if this is A, B, and C, then the bottom for the BTC is in, and it's just going to give you another buy the dip opportunity somewhere around 19,800 to 18,100. Buy there and forget. It's just going to go then towards 35,000 to 38,000 dollar levels. This is going to be an amazing pump, guys. So practically it would also mean that end of December we're going to see BTC price above $33,000. This would mean if this is local ABC. However, as the halving is coming next year, I would want to see that we are literally bottoming as soon as possible and we start recovering the market. That is what I would like to see on BTC, guys. So let's see. This is how the hard and time frame looks. A similar move that we can look for ETH. I have already discussed my plan for ETH on the hard and time frame. I think 1810 to 1800 was a good levels for short on BTC on ETH. We are already testing the neckline over here. It's a big resistance around 1710 to 1703 levels. You know, Practically, I would like to see a rejection from, if we do happen to get one more push up for ETH, short rejection I would like to see from 1800 to 1810 towards $950 levels, 950 960 levels. That should give us a very big buying opportunity for ETH, because I expect a reversal. Everybody is going to expect that ETH should do something like this. It should dump straight to 370, 375. But what might actually happen is this is A, B, C, another A, B and C, and then you have A, B, C. So this is going to be a very interesting connector in between. So you form like some sort of a, what do you say, a bear flag. And once you get this some sort of bear flag, you're going to see one more push down for ETH towards $365. So, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared. Have your orders set from 970 to 950 and be ready for those kind of a move on ETH, guys. XRP not interested. BNB, I'm still hoping for that push up for BNB towards 350. If it happens to give that push up, I am going to give that short, because I do think it can do something like this for BNB. For gold, we booked a nice gains on the gold around 1809, guys. Made a nice gains. I'm looking for longs around 1794 to 1789. That is exactly the levels where you should be looking for longs as well. This is the reversal zone. It's just going to bounce from those levels for sure. So look for longs on gold, guys. Phil is having an inverse head and shoulder. Once the weekly open is reclaimed, you can literally long from those levels to something like this towards 7.7, guys, for the fill. Okay. Yeah. Total is a little bit complicated. We are bouncing from a biggest support for the total, guys. If you look at the total, what you will see is a channel that we are running in a channel right now, and we perfectly bounce from the channel support. I think I posted this in the group that we have reached the channel, and I'm expecting a bounce for total. Till we are under this channel, we can't exactly say that the top is in. Once the channel is lost, then you can say that this is how it's going to do something like this. If you look at from the harmonic perspective, what I see is that total looks really damn good, in my opinion, to do something like this. If it happens to give that move, the 786, this is going to be the best buying opportunity in my opinion, and that should give us a very nice move on the upside towards $1.2 trillion, which also perfectly aligns with my plan for BTC and ETH. 50% move on the upside. So I'm expecting a breakdown on total like this would make more sense. Total 2 is also hovering at the support till we are above 550 billion, guys. You can expect it just to keep on ranging. But once the 550 billion is lost, khalas, it's just going to go very deep down into our 2018 highs and probably even to $440 billion levels, guys. This is exactly where a bearish retest is expected. A push up like this and then a move down like this is what I would like to see on the total. Two. This is how I would like to see, guys, for the total. Um, that's all, and let's connect on the Discord for some scalping sessions. But Discord is not working, guys. So I'm just going to do some private streaming for Wall Street Group. And the higher term time frame, lower term time frame, everything has been discussed. And thank you so much for joining. And have a nice day. Bye bye.